can you hear me?
Hello there, can you hear me? What's up, man? There's some sort of altar that's appeared in the lounge. Yufa said something about it possessing divine powers, so give it a look. Yufa has arranged an altar in the lounge. Use it to dedicate a heartfelt prayer to another person, which may increase their maximum MP. Ooh! That's a useful thing to do. Long ago, duels were legally regulated in fastidious detail. For example, white gloves had to be worn, yada yada. These rules number... we read that last time. I remember that dialogue. Okay, so that could be a neat thing to do.
Speaking of which...
Sanctus Church asked me to sing a lot at their ceremonies, though I wouldn't say I practice the faith. But the pay isn't half bad, and I get to sing in front of huge crowds, so I guess that makes them a good client.
Oh.
We have kitchen and bedrooms, and there's even a washroom. Everything we need is here. This gauntlet runner feels more akin to a house with legs. Just think of the relations that could be established between the island and the mainland if gauntlet runners were to become accessible to more people. That's a good point. Did you bring me a new book? You did not bring me a new book. Bum, bum, bum. Here's the altar. It's an altar that Yufa built with the statue of the dragon god on it. According to Yufa, it's a very sacred statue. The dragon god apparently grants special powers to those who use the statue to pray. For pray here, my allies' max MP will increase. Praying for someone else's sake is a nice idea. What do you think? I wouldn't mind boosting people's MP. MP is like the most important stat when going through a dungeon.
All right, then.
Let me look at cooking options real quick. Whose handwriting is that? There are notes here about new recipes. Yes, the almighty golden stew is what we need for a Denny. I need a limp goldfish. Oh, it's an AO, it's Thermoply. Thermoply is very good. Fully restores MP for one ally? Give me one of those.
Okay, so...
I think that's the dish Juna recommends. Let me go call her. She's right through that little, I can just like...
Hey!
How confident are you in your cooking skills? If you're not, remember, there's no one way to cook something. I say a dish's true value comes from its individuality and its ingredients, of course. How boring it must be to copy recipes. Bum, bum, bum. Picked out ingredients with Juna. What a selection we have today. Time to use my talents to their fullest and make only the finest dishes. For our base, normally you'd go with this, but let's be daring and use this instead, shall we? I'm on a roll today. With the ingredients picked and portioned, all that's left is preparation. That's where you come in, love. She's clapping. No need to fret, the stage is set. All you need to do is put on the show, make your dish the star performer. And for the piece de resistance, a final ingredient of my choosing. Sorry, but this one's a chef's secret, even to you. Oh, Juna. Our dish is so nuanced. I call it the secretest of secrets. It's our signature dish now, and not a soul in the world could replicate it. Thanks to speed cooking. Well, in that case, I think the one thing I can't get from books is wisdom, right? Which wisdom for Hulkenberg is what I kind of want the most right now. Do eloquence. This is tolerance, right? And then top secret poetry is courage. Give me imagination. I think we need it for Heismeg. We needed it for someone. Next Yu-Gi-Oh game win. We'll do, I still have it in the back of my mind to try out those, what were they called? They, like, take place during GX and 5Ds. The Tag Force games. We'll do the Tag Force games eventually. I'll at least try, like, the first one or two. This is Nearest. I got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
As the sunset stretches the gauntlet runner's shadow across the water, they arrive at the Prismatic Sea. Sailors whisper of an otherworldly view visible in these parts, if you survive the terrors of the deep. Yet somehow, the sailors have never found an unimpeachable source, and the party was about to understand why.
What have we here? Ooh, pretty.
It's so pretty.
I've never seen so much red in the sky. It's like it's on fire. Do you know? Oh, I can't remember the Cage quote. Do you know why the sun sets red? It's because out of all the colors, red travels the farthest. The setting sun is akin to a streak of crimson ink, bleeding its color into the sky and sea alike. Well, I'll be Stroll. I didn't know you were such a poet. Isn't that surprising, Rogue?
Hey.
His parents gave him a good upbringing.
Oh, right.
I suppose that's true, yeah.
Be that as it may.
Our problems feel so trivial when faced with the true sublimity of the natural world. Almost makes you want to scream, doesn't it? Huh? Now you've lost me. It does make me want to scream.
But...
Juna, don't you feel the urge to sing when you see something such as this? Well, I suppose. There are moments when I feel like I just want to express my feelings with a song.
Oh my.
Wait, was this your way of requesting a
A
performance?
special little number.
Well, then I must oblige, but the sea air isn't great on my vocal cords, so I'll keep it short. I thought that vocal cords was spelt with an H. Is it not C-H-O-R-D-S for chords when you're talking about vocal cords? Am I crazy, Chad? Yo, wisdom, let's go. I need that. Oh, were we at 4? Word 4, let's go. Erudite. Isn't Erudite like maximum knowledge on one of the Persona games? I feel like I've seen Erudite in that exact setting before.
Wisdom. Why, that's...
I like this music. It is chords without an H. I've been spelling vocal cords wrong my whole life, although to be fair, I very rarely have to spell vocal cords.
Hello.
Here I've captured the moment to paper, quite the evocative piece if I say so myself. It's almost as though you can still hear the young miss singing, isn't it? I'll give this to Maria later.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at an encampment, and sensing no imminent threats, they breathe a collective sigh of relief. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
All right, then.
All the ladies out here enjoying the campfire. Dream Eater Moth.
Oh.
We have a kitchen and bedrooms yet. Okay, yes, repeat dialogue. Do you... Oh, you have another helmet. You, like, shattered yours when you awoke before. Juna gives you eloquence. Hulkenberg gives wisdom, but we have wisdom at 4 now, so we don't need to worry about wisdom for a while. Juna will probably want me to have a certain amount of eloquence down the road to be able to rank her up. So yeah, let's get some eloquence. Why not? You remember the festival I was asked to sing at in Brawlhaven? I wonder what song they'd want to hear. Festival is held in honor of the laborers, so maybe something that lifts their spirits. Juna's in high spirits. I should talk to her when we get back to town. Something to think on. All right, so we can rank her up more. Good. Can't help but feel like singing my heart out. A song is just words on the wind without an audience, so would you care to listen? It might just empower you. Yes. Let's listen to Juna sing.
Faraway sky, blue and clear. Oh, speaking of.
You know, someone told me once that my songs were like magic, that they could change the world. At the time, I didn't give it any more thought than you would a gracious compliment, but I've come to believe that emotions, the raw power born of feelings, can change the world. Doesn't that sound like the original form of magic? Yeah, in my business, we call that talk no jutsu. And yes, it can change the world.
Got it.
Yes, I think I understand what you mean.
Thanks.
Ha, good. I'm happy to hear you say that. Feels like we had a bit of a connection there, doesn't it? I've never told this to anyone before, but beyond being the world's greatest songstress, I have another goal. Truth is, at some point of the future, I'd like to conduct research on archetypes.
Well...
Archetype research?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. The power that awakens in us is magical in nature, that much I know. Archetypes are a power born when a heart yearns for something. With more knowledge of them, perhaps every soul in the world could manifest its own individual needs. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I think the only reason I can have my head in the clouds like this is because you're our captain, you know? Such a relief to be understood. I'm happy to serve at your command, not in like an army type of way, but as friends with a common goal who need a leader.
Yep.
I think everyone here brings something unique to the table, so in battle, it's up to you to direct those talents. We'll make it happen together.
Oh my.
Aw, isn't that sweet? All the more so considering fighting wasn't really in my repertoire before I awakened to my power. Talking to you like this, I can tell we're on the same wavelength. I mean, we only met because we were so reckless that we both broke into Luis's room. I say we keep being reckless, doing what needs to be done without fear.
Goodness.
Oh, please, I'd roll my eyes if anyone but you said that. Something about your good nature makes people let you off with a smile.
All right.
Well, there's work to be done, isn't there? I'm excited for what tomorrow will bring. Your hair is clipping through the floor. Thanks for listening to all my nattering on today. Nattering? What is... The British have such funny words. Let's talk again sometime. Her hair is so long, that must be a mess for her to handle. Oh my goodness, all that eloquence. All right, well, that's a good buff to that. What's my... I think eloquence was my lowest one. It actually looks like all of my stats are pretty even. I think courage might be a little further behind the others. Wisdom is obviously the furthest ahead because it's actually at 4.
Bye.
Maybe I'll sing just a bit longer. Naturally, you'll be sticking around, won't you?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's drawing near.
What to pick?
Medals Day. Hello, Yufa.
No.
Having given some thought to the trial my brother mentioned, I feel as though undertaking it will be the confidence boost I need. I am ready. Gotta take Yufa to the land of ceremony. I'm working on it. What shall we do in the meantime? Would you join me in a bit of meditation? My imagination. I do need more imagination. We haven't hung out with Yufa in the Gauntlet Runner yet, so let's do this and get some imagination. I'm fine with that.
Very happy.
Wonderful, then let us sit before the altar and bid our spirits calm. I do want to try the MP boosting thing at some point, at least a couple of times. Haven't been able to completely focus, but at least I've lifted my spirits.
What do you think?
How's your first meditation session? It's like I'm seeing a whole new world almost. A world you may even live in someday if you can master seeing it. I too have visions whenever I manage to calm my mind through this practice, such as one time when I saw my ideal self in the future. However, I also know that the country has dark times ahead, even if we do manage to defeat Luis and bring peace.
I too will.
I'm not so naive to think everyone in the land will suddenly come together as one. I don't know how we're really gonna solve that. True, serenity will win the day, and I aspire to be someone who can be counted on to help resolve disputes when they arise. I aspire to practice kindness, one who counsels those on the wrong path, or those who have strayed altogether.
I realized.
I believe that since I too once lost my way, I'll know how to help others in the same circumstances. I know you're the best person for that task.
Oh, you.
I feel like it really will come true if you say so. Your words are a mysterious sort of power. I'm sorry, we're supposed to be meditating, and yet I've done nothing but talk. Being with you makes me want to contemplate so many things.
But then.
But I feel like things have become a little clearer for me now. That we are such a lively and animated group is, I'm sure, thanks to you.
Hey,
I think you're just as much you're just as much to thank for that, Yufa.
I'm very happy.
Thank you for saying so, but I think that with you at the center, it's been so much easier for everyone to bond in such a wonderful way. Being with you has made my path forward feel a little clearer. I'm so glad we found time to talk today. Since we're here, why not meditate for a few minutes more? My imagination.
all right.
Ooh, baby, that's a lot of points. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. I continue to meditate with Yufa. I'm over 100k mag.
The land of ceremony rises over the water's horizon. The sun blazes down on the island year-round, giving way to scorching heat. Coming here eventually came to have ceremonial significance, as monsters who could survive these conditions boast extraordinary strength. Not even thieves dare to come near this mausoleum. The party rouses their spirits and steps inside.
All right. Behold the land of ceremony. This is my first time stepping within it.
Now then.
We should make our way towards the inner area, correct? Adeni said we should be prepared to fight. He also said we could have what treasure we find. Probably won't be back, so we should take him up on it.
Right.
Yeah, this is more than a fair trade, so don't give me that, oh, I must apologize for being such a great bird line, Yufa. Huh? How did you read my very thoughts? You wear them on your face, love. Bit of an open book. I can see why your brother worries.
Hail!
Not to dampen the spirited chat, but we have no idea what lies ahead. Best to stay sharp from here on.
Lead us.
Rogue, lead the way. Just a second, I sense something. Yo, let's get another relic.
So, hey,
It was only for a moment, but I thought I sensed one of the relics Nearest is looking for. Make sure you don't miss any chests. All right.
And so,
Trial makes no concessions for the safety of those who undertake it. Mystario, brave sort indeed, to have accepted this challenge for so long. All right. Very good. When I first enrolled in the military, I too underwent a test of my worth. 'Tis a lonely thing to experience by oneself, so we ought to lend Yufa our support. Yufa is one of our most valued comrades. The least we could do for her is help her with this trial. Got room for one more? There's no one you trust more to watch your back.
That being the
I am
case.
counting on you. Swap with Hulkenberg.
you're right.
Trust me, you'd not catch me dead near a creepy place like this normally, but this is all for Yufa's sake, and I'd give her the world. I'm all set to go.
This is the place.
So this is where I'll face my trial. I cannot deny that I'm frightened, but with you all by my side, I feel strong enough to face this head on. I'm as prepared as I ever will be. Now let us begin. All right, so until they get battle hypnosis, I basically don't ever want to take Juna or Yufa out of the team, which means Heismay, Hulkenberg, and Stroll are all going to be swapping in and out. Which is going to be interesting because now we have 3 people. Yeah, Yufa, you should be in the back. We're going to have 3 people in the back because they're magic focused, and Stroll is going to be standing at the front taking hits and doling them out. All right. We'll give it ye old college try. Let's just get in there,
Okay,
honestly. We're exploring this area today, right? Everything's ready, as I'll ever be.
Let's go.
Do you have a favorite place so far, Chaos? I'm a big fan of my room. Favorite, though? Man. Favorite is probably my room. Good runner-up, though, is going to be my kitchen. I do quite enjoy my kitchen, especially when I start to feel a little peckish. You know, it's not... I wouldn't put it in contention for my favorites, but I'm also a fan of my living room. Oh, I thought that I knocked you back. I didn't realize that he was in an attack animation. That's annoying.
Joel's anxious, and they're targeting him.
No, this is an awful start.
my limbs feel heavy.
This sucks.
Juna's badly hurt.
Holy cow, come on.
Oh, please.
Juna, are you okay? You look
Yeah,
like you're
this
about
was
to
an
drop.
absolutely terrible start.
Everyone, fall back.
Truly awful.
My vision is swimming.
Yeah, shut up. That was, like, that was so annoying to begin with. I thought that I had that enemy. The enemy on the left got hit with knockback, but the enemy on the right was just like, no, whatever. I'm just going to ignore the game mechanics and punch you anyway. That was stupid. Is this Milady you were inflicted with? There we go. Medicine. I don't want to waste MP right out the gate. What are you doing here?
Hey, you.
We shall serve as the trial's witnesses. The magla shrouding this place will only grow deeper as you descend into lower levels. Within those depths, you will meet skeletal monsters reanimated by magla. Lances and swords will have little effect on their kind. We encountered skeletal foes in the Grand Cathedral, right? Maybe we can defeat these the same way. It'll be a grueling trial, Lady Yufa. Please be cautious. Okay, so use light. Thanks, idiot. Obviously.
We've been.
Holy cow!
tactics should work.
What is the distance on this thing? Screw off. I already do not like this dungeon.
You hit their weakness.
I'll
That's
give
your
you the
opening, Captain.
performance of a lifetime.
Well, I have to figure out what you're weak to.
Just what I need.
How do you feel about fire? You resist fire.
Are you prepared?
Are you prepared?
Run them through.
Punch?
The engine's sight.
Yo, nice
I'll
crit.
do my best. I can do this.
Yufa, I'm actually realizing now, Yufa, her skills are super
Not
expensive.
this tactic.
So I need to get her,
I won't hold back.
I need to get her different magic skills that she can use so that she can fight without using up all of her magic in one go.
Be careful! Howling wind! Yikes!
Oh, you
Watch out
absorb
for their
wind.
counterattack.
Okay. Of course you crit.